TypeScript 5.2. New keyword using, which is also apparently, as I've been told reliably by chat, the least degenerate group of people in the universe, that this actually is a JavaScript feature. It's in stage 4. It's using Sparkle's using. There we go. TypeScript 5.2 will introduce a new keyword using that you can use to dispose of anything with the symbol .dispose function when it leaves scope, which is kind of interesting. Right away, I started thinking, this is like drop light from Rust. And I wonder what it means by leave scope. Are they actually...
Welcome to Costco.
Thanks for leaving alerts on. Okay, I left alerts on. I left alerts. I left an alert. Effectively, it's like you get a destructor to be called when something leaves scope. I'm very curious what they mean by this, because it's kind of crazy to think that we would ever want this in JavaScript. I'm going to be real here. I'm extremely skeptical that this is a good idea. We'll see. We'll see. This is based on TC39 proposal, which recently reached stage 3, indicating that it's coming to JavaScript. Using will be extremely useful for managing resources like file handles, database connections, and more. Yeah, I figured this would be the use case, right? Because this is just destructors. Destructors available in JavaScript. We'll see. Let's see. Is a new global symbol in JavaScript. Anything with the function assigned a system.dispose will be considered a resource, an object with a specific lifetime, and can be used with the using keyword. Okay. Await using. You can also use async dispose and await using. Oh, this is beautiful. To handle resources which need to be disposed asynchronously. Get resource. Async. Some await function. Beautiful. Await using resource. This seems exciting. This will await the symbol async dispose. Okay, so actually I do have a little bit of a hard time here. What exactly goes on in this code? I'm having a hard time kind of walking through this in my head. So when I see the term await, I assume that this will stay until whatever is happening is finished. Get resource is not async, right? It's a function that returns something. I'm having a hard time trying to understand this, meaning that when does using get kicked on? Using must get kicked on at the end of the scope, but why is the await word here, which makes it hard? Because I assume you'd go await using resource equals resource, then you do some code, then at the end of this at the end of this scope, then it would dispose it, which would also be awaited. Am I correct on that? The problem is this example is just not big enough for me to understand. No, text heavy, that makes less sense because you don't need to await that. Yeah, the dispose is automatic. No, I understand how get resource works. If you look at the code, it's right here. It's a function. See, first off, this is why I despise that this is like current JavaScript style. It feels like the most try-hard, annoying feature of all time. Why don't people just do this? I don't understand it. Why are you just not making it clear? I don't get it, right? Like, I just don't understand why people have to do that. I don't get it. I mean, sure. Why don't you just make this a reality in JavaScript, okay? Make FN a function if you want to. It just makes no effing sense that you do this. The amount of symbols and the fact that you have to wrap this thing with the parenthesis to tell you it's actually returning this thing. I like arrow functions, but they have meaning, okay? They have actual meaning. Second off, yes, a class would be better here because every single time you call this function, you actually generate a new object, plus you generate a new function, right? You're generating new items. This isn't nearly as optimized as a class can be because classes are obvious what you're attempting to optimize, right? Whereas this isn't. I have always hated this pattern. So right now I don't understand the execution order because here, in my head here, let me go like this. Here. Whoopsies. Like, don't get me wrong. I do love arrow functions when they're used properly. Okay, so I see this. My question is, can I do things here? Then does a resource get disposed here? There we go. Right? So would it look something like this? Then I'd go something like resource dot, do something, right? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Copilot. And then I could await that, right? Which actually what's happening here. Okay, so this is what's actually happening here then. Which code, they should have used the term defer or something. So what's actually happening here is this. Const resource equals get resource. Await do something. Await resource dot async disposal. That's what's happening. And there could be more. There actually, well, you're right. There actually could be more. There actually could be a hidden try catch somewhere in here that we're missing as well. Right? There very well could be a hidden try catch that's going on as well. It disposed in the correct order. Yes, it disposed in the correct order. But I just, this line sucks. And what I mean by this line sucks is that this await doesn't happen where you think it does. What I would much rather see in something is something like deferred resource dot dispose, right? And then if your dispose is async, you can await that, right? This, on the other hand, is very clear what's going to happen, right? You know for a fact that this gets executed at the end of the item, whereas this await is actually an await further down the chain. I feel, yeah, if you went like this, that means this function would have to be async, right? Oopsies. Right, that's what that means. I just don't like the lot. I mean, yes, it's not hard to understand what's happening. I just like better words here. Me personally, better words here. Okay, I like better words. That's a me personally kind of thing. I don't like what I see. I don't like what I see because I don't like it. Right? I'd rather, because I don't like that await doesn't have an effect here, but later on. It looks confusing in my head. What I'd rather see is something like this. Using, that's a function that you have to do like get resource, and then, yeah, then you have this whole, then you have this, and then it manages it at the end, right? It does, and then you can await that. Because now I can read this from left to right. If we're not doing defer, I can read this from left to right. I can tell right away that I will await the end of this thing, and we'll get the resource, and then we'll do our async stuff, and when it's done with that function, it will actually await the results and await the disposal. To me, this makes 10 times more sense than having, you just have to have that knowledge. I don't know. I don't like it. I'm not sure if I like it, okay? Me personally, okay? It's a me personal thing. I understand you may love it. Anyways, let's see. Yeah. Okay, file handles. Yep, these are great. You always want to do this, right? This is just like such a great thing to do. People forget how useful this is, and sometimes you forget to close your file handle, which is also a little bit surprising. I just assume that the moment this thing is GC'd, it also gets closed, but you probably don't want it open that long, right? I understand why you want this, in the sense that you don't want to have to wait for GC to close your file handle. You would much rather have your file handle close right away, correct? So instead, you'd have something like this, right? I really am not loving this pattern. Yeah, I don't really love the pattern. I don't love the pattern, but I get it. GC doesn't close the file handle when really? So it's just permanently opened? Huh, interesting. Okay, yeah. Okay, interesting. That's why you should just always close your files, huh? Database connections, yeah. This also, again, this makes sense. I understand why people want this. I'm not arguing that I like the idea of defer. I'm arguing that this is a strange way to say defer. Right? This is just a strange way to say defer. Not sure if I love it. This is also, this is really kind of crazy syntax as well. That you're actually lifting out the value of connection while having the dispose be a part of some outer thing. It's pretty wild. The idea is nice. I like it. I don't mind it. Thank you, Matt, for throwing this. I like how Matt has his signature on his website. Look at that. Matt has his signature on his website. I don't have a signature on a website. JS getting stranger. I'm not sure if JS is that great, but I do like that he has an async function main. Look at that. He has a main function in JavaScript. Look at it go. Look at it go. Yeah, I don't like the look of it, but whatever. I'll just get used to it. I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it. I'm going to be using it, right? I'm going to use it. It's going to be great. I'll be happy that I have it. I'm just not stoked about it. You know what I mean? I'm just not I'm just not in love with it, The dispose symbol is defined by libraries. Yeah, I will defer judgment on it. I will be async using judgment on it. It's extremely useful, absolutely, because then you don't have to do try catch. Whoopsies. Hey, unnecessary dick riding, buddy, with your extremely useful. Okay, it's nice. I'll give it to you. I'll give that to you. Okay, it's nice, but that's all I'm giving to you. Okay. They're saving the defer keyword for the unavoidable, unfortunate future where they introduce defer and they make a typo. Deref would make it. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. What about dict writing? Using. Beautiful. It looks like resources don't compose. It doesn't. Well, yes, it really looks like. Well, in this example, all resources are like inlined, which probably isn't a great way to go about things. I don't think it's great. I wonder if classes are more performant than just objects like this. I've never actually done any sort of testing to find out the differences, but it'd be kind of interesting to see what is the consequence of programming like this versus the consequence of programming differently. They should be, yes. Typically, that's how I would think, because you're signaling to the compiler that this shape is like, well, first off, you don't have to ever recreate a function, right? You're recreating functions here. You only have one function ever created. So you would assume that it's better. But, it's JavaScript. You can't. It's not that minor. There's some crazy things that will destroy. There's crazy things that will destroy your performance in JavaScript. It's nuts. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's similar to the iDisposable. Yeah, it is. But still, kind of hard. I want to avoid the monkey and banana problem. Okay, I'm not sure what that means, but I appreciate you for saying that. You know what I mean? Hey, guess what? The name is the Disposagent.